What's up, guys? If you're considering being evaluated for low testosterone, these three things are super important. And if these are not done, or if they're done incorrectly, you need to get out of there. Find somebody else. My name is Michael Ward. You're going to want to save this. I'm the founder and CEO of Next Level TRT, and we're a longevity and performance medicine clinic, probably one of the fastest growing longevity and performance medicine clinics in the DFW Metroplex. And if you look at us, if you Google us, you'll see we have 5-star reviews, and we have a lot of them. And I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of bad providers out there. There's a lot of people who have no clue what they're doing when it comes to testosterone management. So just pay very close attention. 3 things. The first thing, labs. Labs are super important. Most people do get labs, but people just get the bare bones. These are the labs that you need to have drawn whenever you're getting your testosterone or being evaluated for low testosterone. First, you need to get a CBC. All right, that's going to tell us what your white blood cell count is, what your red blood cell count is, what your platelets are, and maybe even a differential, right? Another thing is a comprehensive metabolic panel. Comprehensive metabolic panel lets us know what your liver enzymes look like, what your kidney enzymes look like, and just how you're doing overall metabolically. It'll let us know what your sodium and your potassium and your carbon dioxide and chloride and calcium, all this stuff. All right, and so also a lipid panel. You need to make sure that they get a baseline check on your total cholesterol, your LDL, your HDL, and your triglycerides. This is super important because, again, testosterone can affect other things, and so you have to have a baseline. The next thing is you want to make sure that you get a total testosterone, a free testosterone with SHBG. You also need to get an estradiol, and you need to get an LH and an FSH. Again, this is a pretty robust panel, but these things are all going to be moving parts when you get on testosterone. And your LH and your FSH is going to tell us something. Your LH is luteinizing hormone. And luteinizing hormone is a chemical messenger your pituitary gland sends your testicles to produce testosterone in response to low testosterone levels. Your FSH is your follicle stimulating hormone. And it is a pituitary messenger that tells your testicles to make sperm in response to low sperm counts. Right? As your levels lower, your pituitary gland kicks in and sends signals to ramp up production. And that's just how the your endocrine system works. It's negative feedback loop. Now, the next thing is your estradiol. You got to get an estradiol just so you have a baseline. Now, there are a couple lines of thought with estradiol. And some of them, according to a lot of the newer research out there, shows that you need to let the estradiol go, right? There's some physicians that I know and that I've watched and listened to on here that don't even check an estradiol after the first one. I understand the protective mechanism of estradiol. There's so many things. Some of the best things about testosterone are affected and come because synergistically estradiol and testosterone work together to bring about these benefits. However, once the estradiol gets crazy high and you start having estrogenic side effects, it can completely just derail the way you feel and mask all the benefits and all the good things that you've been feeling with the testosterone. So there may be a time that you may want to lower your estradiol, okay? However, there is never a time where you need to start testosterone and an estrogen blocker like Arimidex, or also known as anastrozole, or tamoxifen, or anything like that, in tandem with testosterone and just run it indefinitely. If somebody tells you we're going to start you on testosterone and 2 or 3 other things, get the hell out of there. There's too many moving parts. You don't need to crash your estrogen, and you don't need to be on anything else. Testosterone, and that's it. Testosterone replacement therapy. Right? This is super important because if you have a reaction to something and you have all these different moving parts, how do you even know what you're having a reaction to? You know, it blows me away that people come in and they're on like 3 different things, and I'm like, why are you on these things? They're like, oh, I've always been on them. They just started me on these, and this is what I've been on. I'm okay. You know, and so now we gotta fix all this stuff, right? Another thing, if they're not getting body composition scans, this is important. This is super important, right? Because your body will become more anabolic. You're going to start losing weight, but you're going to lose fat, and you're going to start gaining muscle. So it's great to get a body composition scan in the beginning and then track that over time, because you can, hey, I feel better, I feel great. Well, that's great, but if you have a metric that you can track, like a body composition scan, you'll know the effectiveness of the testosterone. All right, so that's super important. Body composition scan. If they're not doing a body composition scan, get out of there. So labs, body composition scan. Next, testosterone. If they're starting you any dose greater than 150 milligrams, unless there's special cases where maybe they're like 6'7", or something like that, get out of there. Don't ever let somebody start you on testosterone for the first time like 200, 250. That's crazy, because that's going to jack all your levels up. You're going to have so many negative adverse effects doing that. As you increase your testosterone, you can feel better and better until you don't, right? Because there's diminishing returns the higher your testosterone levels get. In all these studies that show the cardioprotective benefit of testosterone, they're not testing at higher levels than 1,000. So it's super important to not let somebody start you on testosterone over 150 right out of the gate, because it is going to cause just all kinds of havoc with your blood panel. And then now you got to contend with all those other things. Your red blood cell count is going to go up, your estradiol is going to go up, your lipids are going to go up, your blood pressure is going to go up. It's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to suck. All right. So if those three things are not being done, or if they're being done incorrectly, find another place. All right, there's plenty of providers out there that know what they're doing, but if you go to a place that does that, any of those three things, they're not doing it right. All right, so get out of there. All right, you guys take care. I hope you have a great day, and I really do hope that you guys find somebody that can help you if you're looking to be evaluated for testosterone, and that you get the right person and you begin feeling amazing. Because these days, we might be all getting a little older, right? But we don't have to feel that way. Not these days. The science is too good. The technology, the access is too good. And so I wish you guys the best. Take care. Mike's out.